if you go to the last moments of the Cold War, you get a kind of a strange and eerie picture. You had our former enemy, the Soviet Union. It had been for years pouring its money into its military. It was increasingly indebted. It had a sclerotic infrastructure which was fraying, and of course its military was stuck in a war which its leader of the moment called its bleeding wound, and that was a war in Afghanistan. Now, this sounds like an eerily familiar description of another country at the present moment, and that's us, the so-called victors of the Cold War. And the strange thing was that when the Soviet Union imploded, its army limped home from Afghanistan, and soon after the Soviet Union disappeared from the face of the earth. It was always the lesser of the two superpowers of the Cold War era. Our leaders, enwreathed in a sense of self-congratulation, in essence went, and after some talk about a peace dividend and so on and so forth, they took what I call the Soviet path, which was they instituted a military first policy. They poured money into the American military. They let the infrastructure fray, deficits rose, and of course we ended up in, well, really stuck in two bleeding wounds. One was Iraq and one was Afghanistan. But in essence, the eerie thing was the same country again. So in essence, we were the more powerful of the two and remain a powerful and wealthy country. So we are not just about to disappear from the face of the earth. Nonetheless, we headed down the same Soviet path toward implosion.